Welcome back to the pajama party. Welcome back to the pajama party. I said a box perspective is what we're gonna see tonight. Welcome back to the pajama party. Welcome back to the pajama party. I said a box perspective is what we're gonna see tonight. Yeah, yeah. One more time now. Yeah, yeah. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for another opportunity to be with your children, Lord. And I ask as I speak that you would inhabit me. Please anoint my mouth, Lord, and help me to get my points across in the respectable of ways. And Father, I just ask that you would fill us with your grace and your presence. To the one on the other side of the screen, please bless them mentally, emotionally. Bless their home. Bless the ones that are connected to them. Bless their jobs, Lord. Please mend any broken hearts. Please heal any wounds. Please right every wrong concerning your children. I ask that you would meet the needs of anybody watching, Lord, and anybody not watching. And Father, may you just sit with us and show us your face in a different way. Thank you for giving me this. As always, I give this back to you, this and the real Bible stories. It is yours, Father, but because you allowed me, it is ours. So I love you. Give me strength, Lord. Give the one watching strength, Father, and please continue to inhabit and dwell within us. And all these things we thought to ask for but didn't, please grant in your grace. In Jesus' name we give thanks and pray. Glory be to God. Amen. Oh, hello, 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 hello. Okay, are you ready for your word of the week? Your word of the week is addendum. Addendum, addendum. I said addendum, addendum, addendum. So, addendum is a noun, okay? It is an item of additional material added at the end of a book or document, typically in order to correct, clarify, or supplement something. So, here's your sentence. With the fear of being called a liar, the author added an addendum at the end of the book to back up her claims. I just added to back up her claims to maybe make that more concise and we all know what it is we're trying to say. You don't like that sentence, as always, create your own sentence, okay? I'm doing what I got with what I got, okay, Roberta? All right, let's get into it. So this is such a bittersweet moment, bro. It's bittersweet because I didn't realize how much I would truly enjoy this until I started to do it and get out of my comfort zone and get in my comfort zone again, that I enjoyed it. And so for the season finale, what I wanted to do was take some time to talk about like K-pop concerts and K-hip hop concerts and how they're kind of the same and how they kind of differ. I want to tell you some things just like about the crowd, about what you can and can't expect if it's still like what I remember, because I'm pretty sure they keep the same format. I have a list of questions too that I want to answer just because I think that it helps in general. So first of all, let me go back and start with my disclaimer. Protect your BGPs and your BBBs, all right? We've been at it long enough for everybody to know by now what BGP is and BBB is, all right? So protect them. Don't be letting people talk you out of them, okay? Please always remember, and I'm going to try to enforce this more, but you are beautiful because of what you have on the inside. That's what makes you beautiful. And don't get caught up in thinking that a person is beautiful simply because how they look on the outside, because looks can be very deceiving, and I'd honestly rather have a person with a great heart, looking at me than like this perfect creature of immaculance and they got a terrible inside. Like I can't do it. I can't do it because I don't want to just look at you. I'm gonna want to talk to you. I'm gonna want to know you. And if you ain't got no substance about you, I'm gonna be done for. Okay, this is gonna be done for. And so, please, having a good heart, having a sweet personality, being kind to people, it costs $0, 0 cents to be compassionate. Okay, and so just really, like I've tried to stress in all my videos, these people are getting paid for interactions with you, right? I do also believe some of them are genuine, so don't come for me. That's not what I'm saying, but I don't. I want you to just be aware on some level, like they are paid for this. Now, I don't know the pay, and if the pay is fair, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying you get what you pay for. You pay, and I say that because when you pay for an idle interaction and experience, that's what you're getting. Experience, you're getting the interactions and experience. That's what you pay for. Now, to be fair, there are genuine moments, and I do truly believe like these superstars be just as happy to see us as we be to see them most of the time, because we don't always know. But the ones I've met, they've seen like they've been very happy to party it up in Tejas, okay? And so the first thing I want to talk about, getting off all that, okay? All right, we thriving and surviving. So honestly, the thing that for me that differentiates K-pop and K-hip hop is like usually at a K-pop concert when you come in, you sit in like these seated booths. You sit in these seats, or even if you're standing, they are playing like that group song. They're advertising their merch. Like it's not really like a lot of when the concert starts, the group is walking out. You vibe with them. You get your songs in. You get to go to the stage for the encore if you're close enough. And then sometimes, if you're fortunate enough, you get a high touch or a poster signing where you can go talk to them, slap their hand, hold their hand, whatever it is they want to give you, okay? Those are fun. It's very fun standing in front of somebody who you listen to. And the one thing that I wish I would have done more of was just been goofy. But I was so shell shocked and nervous around these people that remembering my own name was a challenge, okay? But versus K hip hop concerts, you take if you get to meet these people, you take a picture with them before the concert. Take a picture, then you go line up. At K hip hop concerts, the DJ starts playing, you be vibing, getting in the groove, the mood is setting in. I wish they would do that at K-pop concerts, let you dance more, loosen up. But you do be dancing to the group songs. But at K hip hop concerts, the DJ be spinning everybody tracks, okay? He be like, frickin', and it be fun, okay? I have indeed recorded some of the madness of just dancing to the DJ, but I don't know. I never posted it because I didn't really know if maybe I'll post it in here. I just didn't know if people would want to see that, but because the audio is off and all you really see is people dancing around and stuff and like the little DJ on stage. Anyways, at K hip hop concerts too, you're mostly standing. Like at K-pop concerts, you'll be standing, bro. At K-pop concerts, you'll be standing too. But most of the time, at least the ones I went to, at the K-hip hop ones, they had no standing unless you went to like the bar or you just. I'm really sick of these bangs, bro. And whatever. Unless you went to the bar or like something like that, you were standing. At both concerts, people do shove you, so you need to watch out for that. Especially, this is what used to get me mad the most, bro. If I paid for a VIP ticket, especially in K-hip hop, people would legit come from behind us and try to get in front of us and use the excuse, we paid good money to see them. Oh, we paid good money to see him. I spent double what you spent to get this spot, and you think you just about to like take my spot? Did you see that? And sometimes my speaker goes out when I raise my voice. I hope it did, so you can feel what I was feeling. But the gall and gumption of people to be like, oh, I paid for this general ticket. Becky, if you don't get your tail in the back, Sarah, all right, we pay hard money for this. Like, you're not just about to push up here to see my boyfriend, bro, with your basic ticket. That sounds... Listen, if you got a basic ticket, no harm at you, no foul, because sometimes basic tickets is where it be at. At least you was in that thing. But you cannot comfort me and try to push me out of my spot and expect me not to talk back, because goodbye is going to happen. And so people do push, okay? People push. Like I told you, I got pushed down at one concert by another black girl, and I was like, I thought we was friends, okay? Like, it be your own people, man. It be your own people. And so really just be careful. If you go to a K-hip-hop concert, I would say, especially at the barricade, be very careful, because people are trying to push to get to the front. If you're at any concert and you're at the barricade, because I feel like that applies for K-pop too, because I got shoved at this one BTS concert for Highlight. I know I talked about it. And had it not been for the three lovely ladies from Oklahoma, who knows where I would have been. My purse ended up crowd surfing way to the front. Thank the Lord everything was still intact. But be careful on those barricades, man, because they will push up on you. And I've heard some horror stories about people like fainting, people, you know, like falling out and getting hurt on the barricades by other fans rushing them. Some people just truly do not care about your safety. They are trying to see this person on stage, and they are going to be god doodly darned if anybody stops them from seeing who they want to see. I don't know what kind of word that was, but anyways, with that being said, please make sure before you go, you eat something. Eat something, hydrate. Take water with you and drink it until the concert starts. Not too much, because you don't want to be having to pee in the middle of a set, but you really need to hydrate. One thing that I wished I would have done more, and what I will apply going forward, is to hydrate more, is to eat more. I went to a lot of concerts where I ended up feeling bad because I didn't eat, you know, or I didn't drink anything. And I'm out here all day waiting for these people. And by the time I do go and party it up and live my best life, I done sweated, I done screamed and hollered and cried. There's body heat. I feel faint and famished. You know, my energy's depleted from dancing, from everything else. And now I can barely walk into McDonald's to get food because I'm feeling busted and disgusted. So please eat, okay? Just take the time out to eat. Just take the time out to put something in your belly, all right? And then get yourself all cute for the concerts and then go. It do be hot in these places, so please do not be trying to go to these concerts wearing like full ensembles of jeans and long sleeve shirts. If you gonna wear some jeans, maybe do some short sleeves, all right? I'm just saying, even in the winter time, you just might want to be careful when you go to these concerts, because it's much more hotter in the atmosphere, especially with them stage lights, bro. It is very hot under stage lights. I know. I sing under stage lights. It is hot up there, okay? It is hot around them stage lights. And so please drink, eat, okay? Yes. One thing I got over here is expectations versus reality. Now I'm gonna take y'all back to this J-Self concert. I mean the card concert, but about J-Self. Cause I know it was one of those things, I guess, where I was so paranoid about talking about it because I did not want to be rude. And then too, I also want to clarify something too. I know in one part of it, I was kind of like, you know, I wasn't really feeling him anyway. And when I started to think about it, I was like, you kind of sound bitter, like you're operating from a point of disappointment. And so, like I say, J-Self is still my boyfriend. He don't know he my boyfriend, you know, but it's just one of those things where, like I said in the video, and I just want to clarify this, J-Self, I don't know why, because I don't want it to seem like I'm bitter, because I promise y'all, I'm not bitter. I hope that man is living his best, humblest of lives. But, you know, as far as biasing, when I first got into card, it was Matthew. But for the sake of appeasing my friend and keeping the peace, like, I let her basically throw J-Self on me. So my hate does not come from just biasing him. and not even hate, my disdain, I guess, for it didn't come from biasing him. It was how I was forced into like biasing him. I let her force me into biasing him because I was a grown woman. I should have just been like, no, I'm here for Matthew. I'm here for the whole group, but like Matthew is the one I'm biasing. But J Self is still beautiful, okay, in his own right, in his own ways. And so, like I said, that concert was from any concert I've had. That was, well, not even that, because even from the Sick K concert, like I say, baby child in front of me was getting serenaded. I know you seen, it was that one video where he was like smacking her hand and stuff. She was the one. She was the one that was getting serenaded throughout the whole concert. Strangely enough, though, my videos didn't pick up. It's a good thing, but it's like I'm talking about baby girl getting serenaded, but when you look on the videos, you can see it in some of them. Whatever, I will be heard. But really, some fan services, you're not the fan that they're servicing. At some events, you may not be the center of attention. It may be another girl. It may, if you're at a female concert, it may be another guy. I don't know. If you're nowadays in age, I'm gonna be very blunt. If you're at any concert, it could be a girl or a guy who's getting serenaded more than you. And so, just don't take it to heart. Don't think it's anything you did wrong. Don't think that these people just out here hating you and like they was wishing you was dead and never born. It's not that deep, okay? Some people just have their picks, and some people just know who they want to vibe with. For whatever reason it is that they're vibing with them, that's the person they want to vibe with. And you cannot get mad, and you don't need to be hating people because they don't vibe with you, okay, or match your frequency. Because once again, at the J Self one, J Self may have not been here for none of my 2 pieces in a biscuit, but Matthew was, okay. And so the one that I wanted to bias, he was still here for me. So in the end, it really worked out anyways. And so, you could get your hope up thinking you could go to this concert and like, oh, I finally get to see my bias, and like, we gonna make love to each other using our eyes. And you might get there and your bias is looking at everybody except you, or when he look at you, he ain't really feeling you, and you gonna have to adjust and like not hate that concert because of that moment. But normally when you go to concerts, there are good interactions. I probably could also be taking that for granted because I don't really know how many people get great interactions. I just feel like all of my interactions were always great with people, and just really have fun, okay? You are going to these concerts to have fun, to enjoy yourself, to spend time with people who make music that you love and appreciate, to experience a culture that's more like your culture than you really want to realize. And like meeting new people in the crowds, because at least in Texas, and I did it in Atlanta, I went from Texas to Atlanta, but a lot of people come to Texas to go to concerts, and you never know who the heck you could be meeting at these events. And just accept people for who they are, all right? If they come to the concert, y'all just don't know what people are going through. So the people, the artists, everybody, accept them, let them live their life. Y'all are all out here trying to have fun and vibe. All right. We trying to be one like these fuzzies on this recording screen. Yes, we are all one. And so just be yourself, and have fun. And so I'm going to go and I'm going to answer these questions first and then come back. And so, how I got into K-pop. Now, I've briefly talked about this and just my story of Korea in general. I ended up watching this show called I know Pops and Soul was a show. No, it was Showbiz Korea. That's what it was. It was Showbiz Korea. I can't forget it. Pops and Soul was a thing too, but Showbiz Korea was the first thing I saw. And it was like this media thing about them talking about groups and just stuff going on in the entertainment industry. And that was when I learned that Asians do like other things outside of what I was told they like, which was math and like science and bookwork and stuff, which once again, that was very ignorant of me. I was told that at a young age, but it was, it was still ignorant logic that I had. And, I was wrong for that. And so now I know better. And now I know that that was wrong. And I mean, but also I can't be too hard on myself because I was a kid. I was influenceable. Like, I was not here where I'm at now. So, of course, like, I would have believed anything. But point is, that happened when I was 12 or 13, one of the two, but I started to fall in love with K-pop then. And at first it was just K-pop. I didn't even know about K-hip hop. I don't even really think that like K-hip hop was as known as it is now. Um and I know it was such an early time in K-pop because J Park was still a part of 2PM before that whole situation happened again and again and again and again. Yeah. I'm sorry. That song just takes it out of me. It's again and again and again and again. Yeah. You gotta love 2PM, okay? But yes, and so like I said, my first ever bias was Zico. All right, if Freeze came out, I was like, my heart is freezing, sir. Yes, it is. And so I wanted to put this in here too because I know I don't really talk about it much in the midst of raging and ranting about my 5 minutes of fame. There are some very good songs. Some of them translate out horribly, bro. Horribly. But what can you expect with translations? You know, I just feel like maybe if they put a little bit more work into making it cohesive, though, it'll go well because I was looking at some of the older translations of songs, older songs and stuff, and I'm like, y'all got it together. I don't know what's been happening here lately, but they really do have good songs. And like I say, especially, well, I can't say especially because BTS was like one of the groups that I listened to a lot when I was coming home from college. But at the same time, I listened to Minsick a lot, you know, and dabbing. And like I said, even J Park, like, you know, my playlist has been very diverse, you know, and I'm only really talking about like K-pop and K-hip hop because that's what the concerts I went to. But I listen to everything. But point is, especially Sick K, like, y'all, I remember one time I got lost in downtown Houston. I was trying to go, I was coming home from San Antonio or going to my grandma's house because at the time she was living in Houston in Humble. And so I had like went down through Houston because I was trying to go to like this fish place that my dad had told me about, and he took me there. And they make great fish, bro. Just slap-tastic. The fish, the fries, it's right up the shrimp is right there where I want to be at. Okay, fish is one of my favorite food too. I love seafood, and so the shrimp was favorite too. That plate was just everything because it even had potatoes, and I love potatoes. So that plate was just like a basket of love that I wanted. But when I got to the place, my stomach ended up hurting. I don't know if I just devoured it too fast, if maybe they didn't cook that good. I think I was just eating too fast, and I was very hungry. Point is, Minsick accompanied me on that whole trip, okay? And like, I'm telling y'all, when I have to go to Houston, and even when I have to drive out to like the different parts where different family members live, I will be yodeling in that traffic. Go for another round, yeah. I don't even know why that's the first thing that I know to sing about, but Minsick, there you go. It's Henny, okay? It's from his song Henny, but yeah, I've really had a lot of good K-pop songs, she says, but they do have a lot of good songs, okay? And so, you know, I know sometimes people are like, well, how can you even understand? First of all, by Roberta, okay? We've been watching stuff in other languages and not understand it. Telenovas is where it's at, okay? Telenovelas, there we go. It's where it's at. Because where's that one where it's dramatic and like the wind is like blowing? I had to ask my friend about it, but I love that. Okay, my grandma, she's a home health nurse, and so when she used to go and see her patients, you know, her Hispanic patients, they used to be watching telenovelas, and I'd be like, oh, then what? But the point is, there's Google Translate. Like, don't let that be an excuse as to why you can't get down with the song. If you want to get down with the song, get down with the song. Like, you know, I have some favorite songs. And where are they from? Korea. Some of their songs, because there's a section on my phone and it's called like most played in my music app. Some of my most played songs are not even English, bro. They are Korean. So just know that truly they have some good songs, which is why I ended up being a fan. Because once again, you could be a pretty face all day, every day. But if you ain't talking about nothing, or if you ain't giving me some good vibes, I don't want what you're giving. And so all the groups I went to see, they had helped me in some way. Like their music had helped me. It had encouraged me, made me laugh, gave me good times in life. Like even one group I didn't go see that I didn't tell y'all about was 17. I was this close to going to see them, but I ended up not going to see them. And I instead had to, well, really, I had to make a choice. And the only reason I didn't go see 17 is because I had to work the next day. And I knew if I drove to that concert, if I enjoyed the concert and then drove back home and then had to be up watching kids, it was just going to be bad for everybody. And so I didn't get to go see them, but even 17, like they've had some songs, like for instance, Don't Want to Cry, baby, because I don't want to cry either, but let's sit in this corner together. But really, they have some good music, so I would suggest that you just go and listen to it. And who knows, you might not like every song, you may not find every song to be in your best of interest, but just if you read the lyrics, sometimes too, you have to read in between the lyrics. Now, the problem that Korea has that I feel like America has too, sometimes the videos don't always match the lyrics. So you might want to go and watch the video, then go back and read the lyrics, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So you can get a better understanding of what it is that's going on there. But yes. So what are some stereotypes is another question I put down. And I guess really like stereotypes that you see is what I was going for, as well as like I guess stereotypes of like being a black fan. So let me get into it. So because I have another question here that kind of ties into this one. And so let me put a pin in this question and then read the other question. Or I guess I could just read the other question now. So it says, being a fan of being a black fan of K-pop, what are the stereotypes? Really, I just put being a black fan of K-pop and K-hip hop. So I'm gonna tack that on with two. What are some stereotypes? And so one thing I've noticed about Korea is that some of their influences, well, let me put it like this. Being a black fan in K-pop, being a black fan of anything comes with challenges, but especially in Korea, it's a bit sensitive. But you have to realize, and this is not me defending anybody, it's one of those things where a lot of black fans get mad at Koreans because, or Asians in general, because they don't understand like slavery and what we went through. But of course they're not gonna understand what we went through and what it feels like because it didn't happen to them. You're not gonna understand something you didn't go through. You may be able to relate to it on certain levels, but unless you have experienced that oppression, you don't know what it feels like. And so for them, being dark skinned was like criminal offense. It was like they was a slave because they was in the sun so long, and so over there in Korea, a lot of times they use whitening. They think the whiter you are, the pretty you are. And I don't know if that is just the logic from like the Europeans or what. But yeah, it seems like black is not the way to go in Korea, and I remember that. And one person that I will forever love, like he just has my heart on a silver platter, is Kim Jong-un from EXO. He has been EXO. I've loved a lot of people. Nobody has ever had my love like Kim Jong-un, okay? He has always been ultimate baby. There is no bias record in EXO. It's just strictly Kai, okay? Kai. Pretty girl, you like peaches. I'm so sorry. It's Kai. Let me calm down. But so one reason I really love Kai and he has my heart is because he is dark skinned, but He has never let the group bother him about his dark skin. And he has even made some comments like, I love my skin tone. Like, I don't think nothing wrong with it. And I appreciate that as a dark fan, because like I said, a lot of times I've seen a lot of videos where they stereotypically talk about things in Korea, like, black women, they have rollers in their hair, and how they be rolling their neck, and like girl bye, and stuff like that, or like how we eat watermelon and chicken, which I used to hate chicken, but I'm telling you, chicken is laptastic, and ain't nobody gonna make it seem like black people the only one out here eating chicken, because I done seen some Koreans throw them back, okay? Throw it back, bro. So goodbye. But I've seen things like that, or I've seen things where like they are just not so kind to black people in what they say to them. I've seen idols do blackface, all right? And I even seen, do not quote me, but one thing I believe that happened in the celebrity world was this girl did not want to marry this guy because he was dark skinned. And I was like, bombastic side eye, because what you really out here trying to say to us dark people. And so just know that and I think, like I said, there are stereotypes around us because, they talk about, oh, how we roll our neck, or I feel like they assume that we always have weave in our hair, and that we are just like loud mouth. And y'all, I even was listening to people tell me how, like, in Korea, this lady told me in Korea, she saw this TV show about how black people were criminals and how we were always stealing and like up to no good. But this TV show was like, it had westernized influence. And so, I mean, it's just one of those things where y'all have to realize, like, and this is not for every Caucasian. Y'all are lovely, okay? Y'all are a lovely group of people. But this is one of those things where, like, America in general, because we ain't gonna sit here and make it seem like it has not been a thing, especially the white people, they make it seem like black people are slow, dumb, and daft, bro, and that we have nothing to give, nothing to gain. We just got told that slavery was beneficial to us. Now, how my ancestors getting beat up for nothing was beneficial to us, I ain't ever gonna understand. They built houses that they didn't even get to live in, okay? I heard picking cotton that they didn't even get to touch or use. Like, it's wild. And so the fact that, like, all these years later, there's still this notion that all we do is kill, steal, and destroy, when y'all didn't even give us reign to kill, steal, or destroy, because y'all was doing that to us. It's just a bad light painted around being black. And I think now slowly we're coming to a time and age where people are starting to realize black people are not like this, okay? Like, this is not what's happening here. But it's one of those things where if you don't realize it, you just don't know it, And like, you just have to be very, very careful about judging them for misinformation and things like that, because you have to remember, you're not going to know something unless it's pertaining to you. Just like we don't know everything that go on in Korea and what they facing, and because I saw some news today that was wild to me, and I'm like, this is what y'all doing for real. But you just don't know what you don't research. And people are like, well, they have fast internet and they should be understanding. Okay, yes, but y'all gonna trust Google to tell them about slavery and the history of black people? I don't want to hear, bro. I don't want to hear. And so just know that sometimes things do happen, and especially question or bullet point 5, question 5, how is I'm gonna turn it into a question. How is cultural appropriation? Now, cultural appropriation, so to me, this is what cultural appropriation is. If you take something from a culture and you're implementing it as your own, but you're not giving respect to where it comes from, or you're not trying to honor it, that's cultural appropriation, okay? For instance, and I love this man. I will forever love him, but I'm talking about this situation because I was like, that was not the way to go. And like even the answers I saw behind it, I was like, that's not the way to go. Jackson Wang, my boyfriend, okay? I remember one time he had got braids in his hair, and people were trying to explain to him that was cultural appropriation. Now let's pause here first, because that's a stretch. because a lot of people braid their hair. Especially there's this one part in the world, I can't remember where, but really, really quickly to give y'all a little bit of tea. These people, they braid their hair and cut it if they're widowed. And I'm like, y'all are some bosses. And guess what? It's in Asia somewhere. It ain't even in the States, but anywho's, his response was like, other people do it, so why can't I do it? I'm gonna do it and live my life. And then Ben Baller jumped on the scene, and I was like, y'all are not realizing like this is not the way to go. And so I want to clarify things that are why people see stuff as culture appropriation. So let me help you understand. Kai, love him. Coco Pop hated it. Okay, Make a Wish, Lucas hair hated it. I no. If at least if you gonna cornrow or braid somebody hair, bro, follow it through. I don't know what they were thinking. Okay, these people who be having these braids with the bangs of their hair, stop it. Why are you gonna have your regular bangs and braid all of that up? This do not need to be hanging down if you got this up in the weave. This is not no lace front. Braid that up. Okay, if you gon' wear your baggy jeans, put a belt on. Because even in our community, you cannot get away with jeans that's that baggy. But those things are culture appropriation because, well, the reason I feel people believe that stuff is culture appropriation because a lot of beats and stuff that's used, it's taken from African American roots, like the way they dress and the way they're trying to portray this swag. That comes from African American culture, not even the people whose skin tone they're trying to look like. Because who did they get it from? The African American culture, and it's it's one of those things where it's like a lot of music comes from slavery, comes from, like jazz and stuff that the slaves were doing. But people don't ever want to talk about that. They don't ever want to talk about like the rhythms that Black people inspired or like the rhythmic patterns that Black people contribute to. It's like it's always being taken from us, If we braid our hair up or twist our hair, it's ghetto, it's nappy, it's unacceptable, men or women. But you come and you put these idols in like braids and like, fake grills and stuff. But these are the same idols saying stuff like black skin is not beautiful or like, oh, you can't see him in the dark because he's so black. Like these are the same people and I think the appropriation part is you want to dress our part and be us so bad, but you don't want to be us when the cameras are watching you because all of a sudden, oh, I need to be a little pale for this shot, or oh, I can't be too dark because I can't be seen in the dark. It's stuff like that that makes it hard to be a fan because you think to yourself, these are adults. These are adults saying this, but at the same time, you cannot be mad at these people for not realizing how ignorant they are, especially when they are told how okay it is. And you don't know behind closed doors what the people who are raising them up are telling them, like how they're training them to believe and act, And like I say, we are painted in such a bad light here already by white people that it's easy for other people to like want to throw dirt on us and tread on us because everybody else doing it and making it seem like it's very okay to do it, and it's not. And so the appropriation comes from that. You not recognizing that this stemmed from Black people and you trying to take stuff from Black people, and you're not like saying like, oh, this person really inspired this, or oh, this came from that. And like you're disrespecting us at the same time. You want to use our stuff, use our lingo, say the N-word, but you don't want to be down with us. Like you don't want to treat us, like you treat the other fans. And like I say, here lately, they have been doing such a greater or better job, I feel like, it being more inclusive to the Black community. But it's still sad that like it took that long to get here because, like I say, one thing I was very, very afraid about was a lot of interactions that I heard about from other people saying like how idols didn't like Black girls. Oh, and then let me tell y'all, back at Jackson, this one girl who I followed her a little bit on Tumblr, she made me so mad. I ain't going to talk about her name, but I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all gonna know who I'm talking about. She made a post and she said Jackson could appropriate this meow. And I was like, why why would you, as a Black person, think that like this is okay to say? Because, baby, what? Your ancestors are rolling. They're rolling in the grave, okay? Like, but at the same time, I will say, me personally, I don't mind the dreads. I don't mind the braids. I don't mind the swag. I don't mind the lingo. I don't mind them trying to vibe like we vibe or vibing with us, not even trying. Cause like Jack Harlow say, some of y'all ain't got soul and you just can't sew it on. Y'all well dressed, but you ain't got soul and you can't just sew it on. Some of them are like that, but that's with everybody. People are just like that. And so, you know, I don't mind. I've never really cared. I thought Zico looked amazing with his dreads. I liked Namjoon in his dreads. G2, I liked him in his dreads. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no harm enough follow me. Young Gook from BAP, that's my boyfriend. I didn't mind his cornrows, okay? But he was one of the people who was like, okay, this is where I got my roots from. Like, you know, and that's why I love BTS, because when American Hustle came, they were very respectful. Now, to be fair, I ain't gonna lie, I was a bit pressed with Yoongi for a while behind like a certain audio clip he used. But once again, I don't know what he know and what he didn't know. It was very offensive, especially to me, because like you're rapping. Black people rap. Rapping came from us, bro. Black people rap. And you're gonna use this audio and you gonna rap? But you cannot judge people for what they do not know. And more than anything, even if he did know, you cannot hate on somebody and like be mad at them, because it's just gonna make you feel bad and it's gonna make you feel upset. And it's been a lot of times, I ain't gonna lie to you, a lot of times where I've kind of just looked like, do I really want to pull the plug on this? But people in America be making me mad, okay? People over here can do the wildest and craziest of things, especially celebrities. And so, like I say, that's why for me, it depends on the person. And I really, truly, too, have to remember that we are not warring against flesh and blood, but against principalities. And you just can't judge people, man. If that's how they want to react, if that's how they want to be, you got to let people live their life. And you just got to live your life and not hold things against people, because we all are guilty of having ignorant moments in our lives. And like I said, you know, you should not be excusing anybody for their behavior, but I do also think that we need to allow people just a chance to be people, and we need to extend grace and mercy to others like we ourselves have had grace and mercy. And so that's just a little cautionary advice for you. Fave concert moment. My absolute favorite concert moment will forever be BY. It'll forever be BY, where, you know, I was screaming, squealing behind this man, and he showed me love and gave me deja vu. Because, like I say, y'all, wasn't nobody cheering for deja vu. And it reminds me of this story I was telling on the Real Bible Story, where I wanted something so bad, and like other people came after me and basically took what it was that I wanted. But in this moment, nobody could take that away from me. And I felt like people were hardcore judging me because I was jumping up and down screaming for him. But BY took that as love, and he gave me what I wanted. And like I said, I don't care. I don't care what nobody say. That man will forever have a gold star around his name from me, because it was just such a special moment. Like, y'all, I'm telling you, y'all, he don't know. He will never understand like how much that meant to me as a fan. And I think too, it's one of those things where in life I haven't really felt seen a lot. And so I felt like he saw me, you know, and like like I said, he gave me something that I wanted. And especially Deja Vu was another song that I had blasted forever in 5 days. You know, like I said, I was rooting for BY on Show Me the Money. Like, that man is one of like my inspirations, especially with his Christian background and everything. You know, like, I just fell in love with him. I can't even hold you. He has my heart. And so that was my favorite concert moment, because dang BY, you really had me in clutches that night, dude. One reason to be a K-pop fan, they make good music, you know, and they are funny. They are goofy, and they be trying to act like hard boys, but a lot of them soft. Look at, watch the shows for yourself. Don't come at me. And we love soft boys, okay? Ain't nobody saying nothing about, you can be soft, you ain't got to be hard all the time. We love soft boys around here, okay? But really, even I listened to Twice, okay? I've listened to 21 before they disband, as well as The Star. I kind of still listen to Mama Move. Kind of. They're kind of like a touch and go group too because of. Anywho's, I listen to them a little bit, but I do listen to Waza. And then there's another Brown Eyed Girls and like Gain. I used to listen to them a lot as well. And like I say, really, K-pop has a lot of great music. There's a lot of great songs. There are a lot of funny moments when they're on the stage. Okay, the reality shows that they do, and I mean, music is music. And I am the type of person. If it's a good song, I love it. It doesn't matter where it comes from. I listen to freaking J Balvin. I freaking love J Balvin. Okay, bro. A la misma hora se quiero sentir aquí. A la misma hora. You gotta get in where you fit it. So really, I think you should give it a try because, like I say, the songs be slapping. Now, I will warn you. Like I always say, the Lord's sons, they be having you wanting to punch the air, but just protect your BGPs and your BBBs. Well, I guess it applies to the girls, so protect your BGPs, okay? And just hold fast, all right? And don't be trying to throw them things at everybody you see on the screen, because when they stand in front of you, it's like, oh, because, baby, nope, 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 nope. Out of every concert, who was the ultimate boyfriend? So, me and my friend, she's been keeping up with the series too, and she was telling me like, you just glow different when you talk about this certain person. And so I know I've said like, oh, he's my boyfriend and he's my boyfriend, but y'all, my ultimate boyfriend from every concert, it is gonna go to Gun from Top Dog. He is my ultimate baby. Like, I'm telling you, nobody can ever do anything that will make me love them as much as Gone. And I love the BY moment. I loved it. I loved when Jackson told me he loved me. But Gone, like I said, that was my first concert. And I was really whipped for that man. I still am. Like, he can do no wrong in my eyes. Like I say, a few years after he left Top Dog, I had kept up with his Instagram here and there. And like, I remember wishing him a happy birthday and he talked back to me. And I remember just talking to him in general sometimes on his comments and he would speak back. And when I met him, it was the interactions on stage that he gave me, like the pointing at my camera to sing it to me. Like, this dude really serenaded me. That's why I tell you, you get what you paid for, but sometimes they could be genuine, or at least he made me feel like it was genuine, okay? Because from him dancing and singing to me and acknowledging me throughout that whole concert, because I feel like we flirted. I'm gonna say we flirted throughout the whole dang concert whenever he was in my line of vision. And then, like I say, for him to sign my poster twice, bro, for him to hold my hands and be genuinely happy to see me, there is nothing that tops that. So I don't know if he made anybody else feel that special, but he truly made me feel special. And yeah, I can't help but like melt when I think about him because it was such a great concert. And so he is my ultimate boyfriend, okay? Sorry, everybody else, but it's gone. It's gone. It's on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It's him. What concert was your favorite then? So it was what was your favorite concert moment? And that's when BY gave me deja vu. My ultimate boyfriend is gone. And my favorite concert, honestly, I believe my favorite concert was the last concert where I got to see Monster X with my two best friends. One of them is a former friend now, but at the time we were all best friends. It was the last concert that Woonho had performed, and I had got them Woonho, however I say it. Anywho's, suck. I had got my friends tickets to go see BTS, but COVID was happening and they were not really trying to hear anything we were saying, so they canceled the concert. But it just so happened that Monster X was coming and they were still going to perform. And no, scrap that. because COVID didn't hit to 2020. So I need to write that wrong. So this was just a concert that I had wanted to pay for my friends so we could go and see them, because I knew that they had never seen them before, never seen anybody. And I had wanted BTS to be um somebody that we had went to see together, but Monster X was coming first. So I was like, well, let's go see, Monster X together or whatever. And I really wanted High Touch, and I couldn't afford High Touch, but I was able to get us like close to the pit area. And it was the last time we saw Wonho, but it was the first K-pop concert for one of my besties, who's still my bestie now. And for the other one, it was our second time seeing Monster X together. So it was a very special concert because I wasn't alone. Like, I had my best friends with me, people who had helped me through life. And it just felt like such a special concert. And then on that concert, Jooheon was playing the drums. And I know Gun, I just gave you like all the praise. But Jooheon was looking right on them drums, okay? I ain't gonna lie to you. I am a simp for that man. And since we talking about Monster X right now, he was looking right, all right? I was like, play some more, play some more. He could have did drum solos for the entire hour, and I would have been captivated. I would have sat there and been break dancing with him, like, no problem. And so, really though, that was my favorite concert because I was with them, and it felt nice to not feel alone, And even though I was still very insecure, it didn't feel as bad because I was with my girls, and we were still having fun, And I felt like they were like my shields of comfort. One biggest regret. And so I know I've talked about this a lot. I've talked about this immensely, and I really just want to talk about it again and staple it in here because I want this to be very, I want you to grasp this. One of my biggest regrets, if you've noticed anything from any of my videos where I talk about my concerts, my regret is always my insecurities. I was so insecure, and it's so crazy because even at the Top Dog concert I was insecure, but I was small for that concert. Like, that was when I was first going into college. I hadn't picked up weight at all, like I was looking right, bro, but mentally I wasn't there. I was very insecure. Like I say, self-love has been something I truly have struggled with my whole life to get better at, was loving myself and believing like I'm beautiful inside out, upside down, all these things, And at these concerts, because I had listened so much to what other people say, because first of all, other people were saying stuff like, oh, they don't like black fans, or oh, they don't interact with black fans that much. And because I believed them instead of just going to the concert, that set in a lot of fear and negativity in my mind. And then when I did start to get big, because, they had these idea types, and all these dudes are like in like small women who go hiking every Monday morning and stuff like that. It made me feel like I didn't stand a chance as a woman or a fan. And so yes, I loved going to the concert to listen to their music, but I ain't gonna sit here and make it seem like I didn't want to catch the eyes of somebody if he was catching my eye, because don't be crazy, all right? I wanted the looks too, but I just didn't feel like I would get them or like I was worthy. I regretted a lot. I thought because I was big, I wasn't pretty. I thought they hated me because I was big, and that wasn't the case, And a lot of times when I went to these concerts, I even remember like one time I was going through a High Touch line, and when I was high-fiving Jooheon, and telling him, trying to barely mutter out that I love you, he said it back, but it seemed like he kind of like didn't want to meet my gaze. And I was like, it's because I'm big, it's because I'm black, it's because I'm da-da-da-da. Baby, you had on a black see-through lace dress with a white harness on and some platforms. I don't really think it was the him not liking you portion. I think he was a bit astounded to see you in your attire. I know Shonu was, because the moment we locked eyes, his face went red, and I was just like, this is America. This is Texas right here for you, baby. But sometimes it really don't be what you think it is, okay? And so when you go to these concerts, and like I say, for me too, because I've never really interacted with guys, or it's been a while rather, because in high school I did, but that was high school. That's kind of different to me. But even with that interaction with the guys then, most of them were my friends, and they ain't hit on me. I didn't realize too much later that they were hitting and flirting on me, but at the time they made it seem like they were friends. So going into all these concert experiences, I didn't even really know how to cope with guys. And so I assumed a lot of things because I always thought that men were as vocal as women. And I've come to realize and learn we are on two different playing fields here, okay? Certain things that women overthink about, over compartmentalize, men don't, okay? It's very straight and to the point. And so I have just realized that a lot of things I assumed were right were not right logics at all. But despite it all, like all my regrets and insecurities, I still had so much fun at these concerts. And like I said, they'll never know what it meant for me as a fan to experience such a positive interaction with them and to have fun with them, because leave it to the rest of the world to tell it we ain't even supposed to enjoy good times out of here. Like, we need to be struggling to the day we die. But when you go to these concerts and people are nice to you and they're genuine and like they gonna dance with you, dance with them. Like, I'm telling you, I was getting down on Tropical Night and all my 300 pounds, we were so gay, y'all. We were Tropical Night. Like, we were dancing. And at the end of it, I saw him in the middle of it. But at the end of it, was like, I see some of y'all getting down out there. And I was like, we are here with you. I'm here with you. I know you saw me Tropical Night because we're going to get it in. And you can't be afraid to be like that. When you go to these concerts, have fun, man. Like, you don't know when you're gonna get to see these people again or what's gonna happen in between time. So go and have fun and live your life and like enjoy these moments. And my friend, she was telling me like, I've never seen you so happy. Like, you glow so much different when you talk about these concerts and stuff. And so let me wrap it up because that was very abrupt. My friend was telling me about like how I talk about these concerts and stuff and how I just glow. And y'all, for one, it's one of those things where, and I've been very shy to admit this, and I tried to talk about this and admit it when I first started A Pac's Perspective, but one thing that people have made me feel guilty and ashamed of was my attractions to Asian men. It's, you know, Koreans don't matter. Like, there's been some Japanese people. Okay, anywho, point is like, people have made it seem like my attractions to them is a fetish and like wrong. But I think you need to switch that around. I'm just saying, I'm not even getting into that because I don't know if I should say anything about that. But just know, like, it is a thing to fetishize people, right? Because Black women could be fetishized. I know this. But I actually did talk to a person, and I ain't gonna call his name, but he was mixed with Japanese and Korean. And like, at the time, he was one of my favorite humans ever. And I really liked homeboy. Anyways, point is, you know, I used to feel really guilty about my attractions to them. And I used to feel like K-pop really wasn't for me and that I didn't belong there. But if you take away the Black fans, I mean, that's half your population. Don't come for me. We are everywhere, okay? We are everywhere. But for real, you know, it kind of seemed like white people was just their preferred way of doing things. And then that really made me sad for a lot of my life because, and I think too, that made me a little bit scared to even talk about my attractions to Asians, because what I got from and that's why I tell you, like, K-pop is great. Celebrities are great. K-dramas are great, but they don't account for every Asian person, okay? They really don't. And so you have to be careful that when you start liking somebody, you're not liking them because your opar is Korean, all right? You're liking this person because you like this person. I said I would never say that word again, and I did it to you, didn't I? But, you know, you, for real, you just can't assume that everybody is like the person you see on TV, because that's not true. And you don't even really know how the person on TV is unless you get to know them. And so just coming back to all these concert moments that I've had, I felt a lot. I've been very nervous to talk about things. I've been excited to talk about things, but I guess on one hand, I was afraid to like share my concert experiences because I felt like on one hand, you know, I didn't deserve these experiences. And then too, on another hand, I was like, I'm about to talk about all these people flirting with me and like, what if people don't believe it? Or like, what if people talk bad about me? But so what if they do? These are my experiences. Like if you don't believe it, if you want to trash talk it, that's on you. That's your prerogative. This happened to me. This was my experience. Like I know what I saw. If you don't want to believe it, fine. I ain't gonna beg you to believe it, but I know what happened, you know, and I just think too, it's one of those things where I was so worried about what everybody else would say that it was kind of taking the fun from what I wanted to say. And so that's why I try to tell you, always just do things you want to do because it's fun for you, you know, and you're having fun doing it. And like I said, at the end of the day, it's your 5 minutes of fame, boo. If you're gonna be in front of like who is somebody that I can talk about? If you're gonna be in front of like Minji, you stand proudly in front of Minji. Do you hear me? You put your foot down and you put your shoulders back and you stand in front of that man. Don't let that man stand in front of you. You stand in front of that man. But really, you know, just don't be afraid to like what you like. You know, like you are attracted to who you are attracted to. And like I say, this whole thing with Koreans and, you know, going back and forth with Korea, it's been a whirlwind of emotions. You know, I ain't always known how to feel about it, but you learn to navigate and walk with it. And like I say, if groups become too problematic, remember, you ain't got to listen to nobody you don't want to listen to. I chose to stay and listen to the music because I love the music. And I just decided to stop judging people because we all have our own notions about things. We all make mistakes and none of us are as smart as we think we are. And so you can't be judging people. Let them live their life. And at the same time, I don't always know everything that happened because I've never been one to really keep up too much in the news outlets about people. I know some things very late after they happen, and I'm very appalled very late in the game. And so just be encouraged. It is not always easy being a Black fan, but in general, it's just not easy being a Black human. And then on top of that, we are not the only ones struggling. I know society makes the love it seem like Black people be going through it the worst, but I done seen some things, y'all. We all be out here thriving and surviving together, okay? It be some rough dealings for the Lord's children, okay? So just be encouraged that we are all fighting in this holy war. And like, yes, I know I've been talking about and wanting to encourage Black women first and foremost, but if you're any woman of any color, even if you are a Caucasian lady, thank you for sitting here. I love you. But know that even you are beautiful. So when you go to these concerts, girl, lift your head up. If you got a little weight, girl, throw them hips, all right? Don't let these people tell you that you're not looking good, girl. Stand up proudly. Stand up proudly in all your attire. This is my sleepwear, so don't come for me. But you know, stand up in all your attire and be like, behold, behold, this is who you see. For real though, just have fun and live your life. And you know, I just want to encourage you, don't be so caught up in your head. And you know, if your personality shines, you're going to be beautiful to people regardless of what you wear. Your beauty comes from the inside. So that is why it's important that you're not out here on Fashion Nova trying to break your neck for that bodycon dress, okay? So your baby boo can see you and take you back to the motel, hotel, Holiday Inn. You gotta, yeah. Just know it's gonna be well. So I really hope you go to the concerts. I hope you live your best life and enjoy the experiences, because I'm telling you, whenever I'm able to go to concerts again, we're gonna be in that thing, okay? COVID restrictions are lifted and up. BTS is being released from the military by 2025. I will be at somebody's concert, okay? And so just be encouraged, and really truly thank you to everybody that viewed. This series kind of popped off a little bit more than I expected it to, especially because I was very nervous and scared to talk about this. But y'all, I don't know if you can tell, I've had so much fun. This is one of my favorite seasons of A Pac's Perspective, and it was simply talking about things that, like my friend said, made me very, very happy, and experiences that I got to have that not a lot of people are fortunate to have. People in my family don't just go to concerts, especially when they can't speak the language like that. Who going? By myself? No. And then you be out here wearing harness dresses and like Everything else that I was wearing, like my family has been side-eyeing me for a long time, but it gave us funny things to talk about and great experiences. And like I say, it was fun. All of my trips, all of my concerts were fun. You know, with the people I got to encounter it with, you know, it was just a fun time in life. Seeing those people were fun. Having those interactions were fun because not everybody got that, and people only dream, you know, of being able to do that. And hey, I have seen the war for concert tickets. It is not anything we love out here, but if the Lord blesses you with the opportunity to do something, do it. Do it and have fun and just live your life. That's the theme. Have fun, live your life. Don't let these people upset you, okay? All of that jazz. But yes, so please please kiss me with the like. Comment and tell me about your favorite concert. It ain't even got to be a K-pop concert. It could be any concert. Did you go see J Balvin? Have you seen Mariah Carey? My best friend loves that lady. Have you, seen Ariana Grande? Point is, I hope you have. And if you haven't, if you want to go to a concert, tell me who you would really love to see. But thank you for rocking with me. Thank you. I truly hope I could give you some giggles and that y'all enjoyed this concert series as much as I did. I'm one of the most awkwardest, shyest humans that I know, okay? But when I was in them things, I was trying to be in them things. I got my flirts on. All of them are my boyfriends, okay? If it get back to them, I'm sorry. That's just the way it goes. Like, these things happen, you know? So, yes, but thank you so much for watching. Thank you really for being here with me and for allowing me to just be crazy and goofy and hopefully inspire you, encourage you, and just tell you, stop judging these people, okay? Things happen. People happen. When you trying to make $1, you just trying to make $1. And so don't be mad at everybody because they not on your holy wavelength, okay? Because you don't ever know what's going on behind closed doors. That goes for celebrities and normal people. You don't know what those people had to do to get there and like what they are being conditioned and trained to believe. So if you want to see a change and you want to see love and compassion being shown, maybe you should show some love and compassion yourself, Roberta. But until next season, until next time, please subscribe. Please hit the bell for notice when I post. I may not be doing a podcast, but you can still find my makeup looks in between time and everything else that I will be getting into, and some more surprises. So keep your eyes peeled on me. But please do always remember that the Lord does love and bless you. May He keep you. I love you. I believe in you. And I hope whenever you watch this, you have an amazing night or an incredible day. Goodbye, guys.